Hello, folks. I'm Joe Duffy, CEO of OffshoreInsiders.com. This week, we're going to take a look at Week 5 NFL trends and a special announcement for those of you who do follow our multimedia broadcast. In the past, there's been a lot of overlapping information when we do our podcasts and when we do our videos. Not this week. Go to the podcast at OffshoreInsiders.com. I think you're really going to enjoy it. This time we're going to take a look at some of the key metrics that handicappers use, taking a look at the matchups from a statistical standpoint. I think you're absolutely positively going to love it. Again, no overlapping information. Go to OffshoreInsiders.com right now and click on the podcast, check out the Week 5 key metrics. Now, let's go to those trends in my Never Stain by Nicotine hands. All these records are ATS. The Broncos and the Ravens. Broncos love to surprise good teams and play them close. They're 4-1 over their last 5 games against teams with winning records. Then again, the Broncos are also 1-5 over their last 6 against AFC opponents. Hosting Ravens are 42-18 as a home favorite. Is Ray Rice poised for a huge bounce-back game? Baltimore 6-1 over the last 7 after running for less than 90 yards in their previous contest. The Giants and the Texans, maybe the Giants do better when they're not expected to win. They're 8-1 over the last 10 as road underdogs of less than 3 points. But could grass play a factor? Giants are 1-7 over the last 8 on grass, whereas the surging Houston Texans are 5-1 over their last 7 on grass. Keep in mind, if you go either to the article section at offshoreinsiders.com or go to joeduffy.net where it's streamlined, where we have some exclusive key metrics, matchups, all that is at either joeduffy.net or offshoreinsiders.com, where you can go to the articles section. Now, the Rams and the Lions, crazy to think the Rams have a real shot to be over 500 after 5 weeks. Sam Bradford has them playing with confidence, and they're 7-2 over their last 9 after winning straight up by more than 14 points in the previous week. Betting sharps will also note that the lowly Lions are just 16-36 as a favorite, and 6 of the Rams' last 7 games have fallen under the total. And by the way, thank you to Shay Matthews, ScoresOddsPicks.com. He's the man who's writing this script for us. The Packers and the Redskins. The Redskins pulled the minor upset on the road last week, but sportsbook bettors should tread carefully. They're just 4-12 over the last 16 home games. Aaron Rodgers' Packers 9-3-1 over the last 13 games and 5-2 over the last 7 road contests. Now the Chiefs and the Colts. This ain't your granddaddy's Chiefs, and in fact, wait to hear the information we have on our podcast about this matchup. I think you're going to be surprised, very surprised, at some of the statistical advantages, that is, insofar as the key metrics used by gamblers on this game. The Chiefs are 2-7 over the last 9 meetings with Indianapolis. They've beaten the spread 5 times overall and 6 times in their last 7 road games. The Colts are, however, 5-1 over the last 6 as a home favorite of 3.5 to 10 points. It's a tough sports pick to make. Well, that's what Shay says. OffshoreInsiders.com, college football, baseball playoffs. NBA is just around the corner, October the 26th, I believe it is. Occasionally, as time permits, we might even mix in an NHL selection, all that more at offshoreinsiders.com, where we got myself, Grandmaster Handicapper, Joe Duffy. My picks are on godstips.com, or at God's Tips. Also, Bet on Sports, Stevie Vincent, the forensic sports handicapping expert. Master Lock Line, which traces their roots much like I do, back to the score phone days. Matt Rivers, who was the winningest handicapper ever on a large syndicated network of sites. All that and more is at offshoreinsiders.com.